Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nurse Channie. Y'all, I will be finished my travel assignment in 2 more shifts. I work tonight and tomorrow night, and that's a wrap. It is a wrap on Massachusetts. Well, a little bit of a wrap. So I've decided to extend for 6 more weeks. I will be here up until Thanksgiving. So I'm almost done packing my room up. I already took some of my luggage to the car because when I get off of work Thursday morning, I'm gonna catch a nap and I'm gonna get on the road. Anyway, I did some introspection about my time here, and I wanted to share that with you all. I wanted to talk about 10 things that I learned while I've been here. So let's go. I got some notes, okay? And I'm gonna try to keep this kind of brief. But, I mean, we family here. Let's just talk about it, okay? All right. So these are not in any particular order, but I'm just going to spit them out. So I learned you can do anything for 13 weeks. I told you guys before, there's a saying in the travel nurse community, you can do anything for 13 weeks. It is so true. Like, the time goes by so fast. It just really does. So I was talking to somebody in my DM on Instagram, and she was just saying she wanted to try travel nursing, but she wasn't sure if she wanted to do it. And I said, listen, if you try it, it's 13 weeks. You don't like it, you don't have to continue to do it. Like, that time goes by so quick. By the time you get oriented and acclimated and work for a couple weeks, it's almost over. So if that's one of your concerns about becoming a travel nurse, know that these are short contracts. Sometimes you can even get contracts that are for 6 and 8 weeks, but you really can do anything for 13 weeks. Number 2, I learned that I value my privacy. So another question that I got here on YouTube was, are you staying in a hotel, and does it make sense for you to travel if you're going to be spending majority of your money on housing? And my response to that question was, it all depends on what your housing stipend is. Because if I'm making a profit, it makes sense for me. So people travel or do travel nursing for a variety of reasons. Some people do it strictly because they want to make that money, and you can make lots of money as a travel nurse. If you really put your mindset to, I'm gonna grind it out, you can make money. Or even if you just work your 3 days a week, you can make money as a travel nurse. And so for me, the money is important, but the experience is equally as important to me. So yes, of course the money has to make sense. Like, if I'm just breaking even, then no, it probably doesn't make sense for me. But if I am maintaining private housing and I'm able to make a profit, it's a win-win for me. This worked for me. It worked perfect for me. I can cook my meals. I don't have to share my bathroom with anyone. I value my privacy. When I'm ready to go to sleep, I close my eyes and go to sleep. I don't have to worry about my safety or any of those concerns. So this worked perfectly for me. Number 3, one of my biggest concerns before coming on this assignment was being away from my children. Now, I don't have babies. My kids are both adults now. That sounds crazy to say that both of my kids are adults. My daughter is 26 and my son is 18. So my kids are older, and I realized while I was gone that I raised 2 great kids. Like, I don't have to worry about them being irresponsible. I mean, they just didn't stress me while I was here. My son, in the beginning, we had a couple little hiccups, but for the most part, my children did not stress me out while I was here. My son stayed with his dad while I was here, so I felt comfortable that he was with his other parents. And my parents don't live far from where I live, so if anything happened, they can always pop in. And then my daughter is very self-sufficient. I was just so anxious about being away from my children because I had never been away from them, and even though they're adults, they're still my babies. So it caused me a great deal of anxiety just thinking about being away from my kids. But I realized they're good. Like, they don't need me like they used to. Number 4, what I learned is that you get out of every experience what you put into it. And so I like to go into things with a positive mindset, knowing that I am going for the best possible outcome in any situation. Of course, nothing is perfect. There are things and problems that may arise, but if you maintain a positive mindset and not react to things in a negative fashion when they happen, it just makes the experience a lot better for you. Because I will be the first to admit, I used to have a bad attitude, okay? I used to be a mean girl. I used to have a bad attitude. And so through working on myself and doing personal development, I shifted how I react to stuff. I shifted how I view things. And it just makes life so much easier when you don't hold on to the negative aspect of stuff. I just don't feed into negativity. As you learn and you grow and you get older, you mature, you go through a couple things, the little things don't matter. So whatever energy you bring to a situation, that's what you're going to get out of it. You could be having the worst day in the world, but if you maintain a positive mindset and just take a couple breaths, step back. If you're going through a situation that's not so great, remove yourself. You have the power to control how that outcome is going to be, how that situation is going to play out. You don't have control of the other people and their actions, but you have control over your actions and your emotions. And once you realize that the negativity, it kind of just rolls off your back. Number 5, what I learned is that when you prejudge a situation, you rob yourself of the joy. So I've got to be honest. One of my concerns before I came here was, how diverse is this area going to be? How diverse is the hospital going to be? How diverse is the unit going to be? Well, I was the only Black nurse on the unit, and that can be kind of intimidating. I'm not going to lie. That can be intimidating when you come onto a unit where, one, there are nurses there who have worked there for years, and they all have a bond, and they all work well together, and they all know each other's personalities, and they just know each other well. And then insert this new person who, I don't look like anybody else there, and that was a concern for me. I have to be honest. But I also have to say, it was a non-issue. Like, I've had no issues at work. No one made me feel like an outsider. Everyone was so welcoming, so helpful. And so I, again, put a lot of energy into, I don't know what the situation is going to be like. And it was perfectly fine. And I had no worries, no concerns. Like, it's been mad cool. Like, I can't describe it any other way. It's been great. Number 6, less is more. I shared with you all the 3 mistakes that I've made on my assignment. One of them being bringing too much crap. I have 2 suitcases in the car already. I have 2 more suitcases in here, lots of bags. I gotta lug all of that stuff out of here Thursday morning. less is more. When I come back up here, I'm bringing one bag, and that's it. One bag. I'll probably bring my Insta pot back. I'll probably bring my pots and pans back, but I'm not bringing all this stuff back. It's ridiculous. I don't even go anywhere really but to work and to the gym. So I just need like gym clothes and clothes to maybe wear on the weekend. We have hospital issued scrubs, so I don't even need scrubs for work. Like, I have so much stuff, it's ridiculous. Less is more. That was a huge lesson that I learned. Another thing I learned, money isn't everything. So yes, we all want to be compensated fairly, and I am about my coin, don't get it twisted. However, sometimes the experience is also rich. Learning new areas, getting to know new people, making new bonds and meaningful connections with people, those experiences are rich and you can't buy those. So money is not always the driving factor as to whether or not you're going to have a good or bad experience. I think we're up to number 7. I've lost count. Number 7, being alone forces you to really become introspective, and also it forces you to kind of level up. Like, I've been in beast mode in the gym, so super focused on eating well and taking care of my body. Like, having this time to myself really allowed me time to focus on myself. I can't say that there's been really any other time in my life that I've been able to do that, because I've been mom for 26 years. I was a wife, a student. Like, I've always had a lot of things going on. Being here forced me to spend time with myself, get to know myself a lot better. I thought I had it going on before, but now I feel like Superwoman. So it's just crazy how we don't always focus on ourselves. And being here by myself made me realize that we got to take more time to really implement all those quotes and stuff on Instagram, the self-care. You really got to do the work to get to know yourself so that you can present the best version of yourself when you walk out that door. The next thing that I learned was that New England is pretty cool. Like, it's just real cool. It's laid back. Everybody speaks, which is something that when I'm home, people don't walk down the street like, how you doing? Good morning. Like, I've been guilty of that myself. Sometimes we're not always the friendliest people. And here, you know, most people are very friendly. The weather was good. Now, I prefer a hot summer. It was not no hot girl summer up here. It was a cool girl summer. Like, I feel like there were maybe, over the summer, there was maybe like a couple days where it reached like 90s, but nothing like home. But it's pretty chill. There's lots of beaches and just lots of things to do. It just makes you think about how, if you've lived in a specific area all your life and never ventured out, you have no idea what other parts of the country are like. So yeah, New England, I'm down with y'all. I'm not gonna become a Patriots fan, but I'm down. And the last thing that I learned is that self-limiting behaviors are trash. Throw them in the trash. Throw them away. Like, we could be so much greater if we just realize our potential. Everybody has bad days. Everybody has things that they probably want to work on and improve upon. But when you start setting yourself up with self-limiting behaviors, like, I can't, I don't know if I can, I'm not going to be able to do it. How do you know if you don't try? Like, you have to try something before you determine, I can't do this. We make a lot of excuses for why we can't do things. Case in point, I just posted on Instagram today. A year ago, me working out after a 12-hour shift was out of the question. That was a self-limiting belief, because for the last maybe 5-6 weeks or longer, I have been working out after I get off of work. Not my favorite thing to do, because once I get off of work, typically I'm very tired and I want to go to sleep. But it's a sacrifice that I have to make. I'm either going to go to the gym now, or I'm going to lay down, break my rest, and have to go to the gym before I go to work or sometime in the afternoon. So I'd rather get it over with when I get off of work. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to do it. And then I'm not going to get the results that I want. So we got to let go of those self-limiting beliefs. Trust me when I tell you, you can do anything that you set your mind to. You can try it. If it doesn't work, you can say, I tried it, I gave it my best effort, and it just didn't work out. But don't set yourself up to feel like, I can't do this because I don't have this, because I lack that. So those are the things that I've learned while I've been here. Once again, it has been a great experience. I've met some amazing, amazing women, amazing nurses. I've learned a lot from them, and I just pray that as I continue on this journey as a travel nurse, I don't know how long I'm going to do it. Right now, I'm enjoying it, and I'm going to continue on. I think there's always going to be that anxiety when it comes to going to a new location. Like, thus far, it's almost been a year that I've been on this journey, because I started in January of this year. I stayed at one facility for about 5 months, and then by the time I'm done with this one, it's going to be about 4 months, maybe 5 months. It might be close to 5 months by the time I'm done. So you figure if you take a 13-week contract 4 times a year, you could potentially be at 4 different facilities in a year's time. It just worked out that I extended at both places that I've been, because it worked out for my life, and the facilities were okay with me requesting an extension. So that's a positive thing in itself. Yeah, I just pray that as I continue on this journey, I continue to have positive experiences, positive outcomes, and most importantly, I am able to be the best nurse that I can be for my patients. Because at the end of the day, it's not all about me. It is about me providing a great patient care experience and being a great nurse. Alrighty, if you guys have any questions about anything that I discussed today, this was kind of a, I guess, like a purge. Me purging my feelings about this assignment. And I just like to share those things with you, because again, I started doing these videos, specifically the travel nurse videos, because I went to YouTube to gain knowledge about travel nursing, and I felt like there wasn't always information out there that was helpful to me. Sometimes there was, but sometimes there were some gaps in information that I was looking for. So I want to fill those gaps and just share my story and my experiences with you guys. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments section below if you are a travel nurse, used to be a travel nurse, thinking about a travel nurse. I want to talk to you. Let's get some dialogue going. And now I'm getting sleepy, so let me get off of here, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.